Hello, my beautiful ones. Here I am, Sasha, Pachamama Goddess of the Green, here to do a reading for the collective of Spirit Mysteries. I hope that this message finds you well. It is Sunday, the 27th of September, 2020. We are just leaving this beautiful Virgo season and entering Libra season. It's very exciting. We have a new moon coming up. No, we have a full moon coming up on the 1st of October, which is Thursday, in Aries. And we have the Witness as the first card out. And I'm using the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. This is the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. And we have the Witness, number 64. My apologies, it's back to front. That's just the way my phone works. But it's pretty awesome as a card. I hope it's not too bright. And you can see all the fabulous colours. It's quite bright. It could be because I've got... hang on, let me just see if I can change the light slightly. That might be a bit better, actually. There we go. Now, if I do that... Yeah, that's better. Now you can see the light a bit better. So this is the Witness, number 64. So I'm taking a couple of oracle readings from this deck first, just to get the overall energy for the collective. Let's see if I can just prop that up a little bit more. That's better. So let's have another oracle reading. Thank you, Gaia. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, angels. And... okay, so we've got a few more cards come out. We've got the Beauty Way, number 4, reminiscent of the Emperor energy. We have the Flow, which is number 20, or a number 2. And we have the Curse, number 14, breaking down to a 5. I feel like the Witness and the Curse go next door to each other, and the Beauty Way and the Flow also go together. So let's just hold those up together. We've got the Witness and the Curse, and we have Beauty Way and the Flow. So I feel like there's some really lovely healing energy coming through already. So let's pull from Patch and see what Patch has to say. Thank you so much, Patchman, for your energies. Patch Tarot, you give us so much guidance and healing and love and messages from Spirit. What do you have for the collective of Spirit Mysteries today? For our Spirit family, what can you tell us that can elaborate on these energies from the Mystical Shaman? And how might we transmute and move through these energies for our highest good? Thank you, Spirit. So we have one card out already, and it's Strength. Lovely. Lovely energy for this week. So we have Strength, representing Leo in the zodiac in the tarot. Also representing passion. I mean, this card is actually called Passion. I just always call it Strength because it is strength. And it is strength in many other decks. And it's a beautiful energy. So it's a fire sign. We've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius represented. And that's sitting under, or coming quite naturally under the Witness. And there's quite an interesting colour blend there between the Witness and Strength. Strength is a number 9. 64 breaks down to a 10. Can we have another card, please, to clarify this spread? Thank you so much, Spirit. We're all falling on the floor today. What have we got? The Four of Cups. We have the Four of Cups, withdrawal, representing the water signs of of Scorpio, Cancer and Pisces. I always think Aquarius because they're the water carrier, so don't blame me. So we now have a 9 and we have a 4. And the 4 of Cups, the moon in Cancer, is sitting under the witness and the curse. Someone's holding something back. Someone's in deep meditation about their next steps. The next card out is the Fool or the Child. The child represents Aries and Aquarius. Very specifically Aries and Aquarius. But this is all of us. This is all of us on our merry way, on our merry journey, starting out on our adventure. Represents Aleph, the first energy coming off of Keter on the tree of life. Sitting under the curse. Possibilities, endless possibilities. We've now got a 9, a 4 and a 1. So there's a clear countdown. Difference of a 5, difference of a 3. So we have an interval of 2. Can we have another card, please, for this beautiful collective reading for the community? This is about the beauty way. What does the beauty way tell us about our journey? And we have the Princess of Wands. Princess of Wands representing the fire signs Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We've now got more fire on the table. And we've got a bit of fire already in the child because they represent Aries as well as Aquarius. And we have the 10 of Wands coming out straight after the Princess of Wands, under the beauty way, going into flow. And I always recognize this card as flow. This is fire flowing in its most abundant, efficient way. Cleansing, purifying the spirit. Cleansing old paradigms that need to be let go of. And it sits as resolve next to the enthusiasm of the Princess of Wands, right under the beauty way. And in fact, I'm going to show you these colours because they're really, really powerful. So under the beauty way, we have the Princess and the 10 of Wands. And there's a dragonfly in this picture here, very much representing our intuition, connection to spiritual will, connection to our solar plexus and our sacral plexus. A lot of oranges coming through here. There's a lot of work on emotions going on. There's a lot of deep spiritual searching. I got an image then of this person sort of diving deep into their emotions, almost diving down from the surface to find this beautiful lotus on the seabed. And it's like they've already done the descent, they've already dived down, found this lotus and almost awakened this lotus into its majesty, and now they're on the ascent again. So it's like some wisdom has been revealed. I mean, we have a witness, we have the curse, and then we have wisdom being revealed. And then we move into flow, which is a very different energy. It's kind of like where this energy of the beauty way is ascending to. If you see that we have these very sacral, emotional heart energies here, which then kind of in fact, that's even better. If I do it that way, you can see this kind of transition of energies, of colours, and then it just moves up into this blue of the third eye chakra. There's a sacral chakra. We've got the witness that reminds me of speaking up, speaking out, saying what you've seen for the betterment of others. And then there's this connection into intuition. So perhaps there's this energy that a lot's been revealed or present or playing out on the 3D physical plane. And now it's the time to actually just go within and check in on what's happening within. Because I suppose there's only so much that we can see as our reality in the 3D. And we have to tap into that which is a little bit invisible to the naked eye. So that's really interesting. So I was really called to kind of tap into the oracles again then. But let's get back to Patch and see what else Patch is bringing through. And then we'll sort of do a little bit of a deep dive into the Patch cards. So Spirit, what do you have to say about this flow energy? We have the Princess of Discs. Princess of Earth brings flow. She absolutely does. She brings all the elements in her hands, in her power, to bear. She is the only one of the Royal Arcana that can actually transmute all of the energies, all of the elements. And I'm going to put those other Patch cards away because there was too many there. Can we have one more card, Spirit? If you believe it's one, and it is. It is the Two of Swords. Really interesting. We've now got a really balanced spread of the elements here. So we've now got the Two of Swords representing Moon in Libra, representing that energy of going within, like I was saying with the flow. You know, and this energy is also very similar. It's the energy of commanding the power within you, harnessing the power within you to create something externally. That something might be peace. It might be a physical manifestation. It could just be an energy vibration. But it's reminding us that we always can tap into our inner senses, our inner flow. And there is all this magic and mystery waiting for us to discover for our healing. And I'm feeling healing again. I'm feeling a lot of green heart chakra energies coming through. So let's just have a look now. We've got, in the Patch Tarot, we've got Strength, number 9. Passion, Teth in Leo. We've got the Four of Cups, Withdrawal, Moon in Cancer. We've got the Child, Possibilities, Aleph in Aquarius, or Aleph in Air specifically. And then we've got in the enthusiasm of the Princess of Wands, who is Earth and Fire. Then we have number 10, Saturn in Sagittarius with the 10 of Wands. Then we have the Princess of Discs, who is Earth in Earth, the transmute or transmutation energy of all the elements. And then we have the Peace card at the end, the Two of Swords, Moon in Libra. So I'm seeing a lot of mirroring. We've got two moon cards. We've got the Moon in Cancer and the Moon in Libra. a lot of introspection relating to the flow, which is a 20. The number 20 is a 2, and we have the 2 in the moon of Libra, and we have the 4 in the moon of Cancer. We also have 2 princesses. We have the Princess of Wands and we have the Princess of Discs. Both princesses connect Keter to Malkuth on the Tree of Life. They pretty much embody the whole tree in their fiery belly of creation and inspiration. And then we've got a lot of fire coming through with the Strength card, the Princess, and the 10 of Wands. There's a lot of manifestation going on here. There's a cycle that's coming to an end, but it's bringing forth a whole heap of exciting energy. If you imagine that the bird in the cage represents the old energy, the phoenix represents the new energy. And this is the new energy. We have had a phoenix return into our fold this week. It's very exciting. And we've got the child setting out on a new journey after meditation, using all this fiery energy and spiritual will and creation within which to create, transmute, and develop this inner wisdom, inner sanctuary, at one with our emotions, at one with our heart chakra. And then kind of like, this is like recharge stage. And then here, it's like, boom. This is what's coming out of this energy recharge, is this massive sort of power surge that is backed by this energy here. So this energy in the background is creating this beautiful energy of manifestation in the 3D. And what's really cool as well is that, the sun, the fire energy represented here very much is the masculine energy. And then we've really got a lot of feminine balance here. We've got the princesses represented clearly. There's a princess also with the lion here. And then we've got these very feminine qualities and energies coming through of introspection, connecting with sacral, connecting with the third eye, and then transmuting and creating with all the abundance and all the elements at our disposal. So I feel, collective, that this is a really lovely reading. Yes, there's been change. Yes, there is stuff that we are dealing with on a really deep level. There's a lot of water here. There's a lot of connection to, and I felt the past come in then. So there's a lot of connection to our past, things that we have gone through that might be informing how we behave going forward, or literally how it's informing who we are right now today. Perhaps there's perhaps this is healing of the past that somehow, and the word disguised came to mind, somehow disguised by the present. So that would suggest to me that the stuff we're going through at the moment, we feel like we're going through it for this reason or that reason. But interestingly, what it's doing is it's actually spinning up and bringing up things from the past. And we're actually healing things from the past as we go through these present moments and these present movements. It's really interesting. It's like our subconscious is doing so much in the background, and it's utilizing the experiences that we're going through in our daily lives right now to kind of tick off a few boxes that were unchecked, which is really, really cool. And I had something interesting in a different reading where it was like, you think you're dealing with this, but actually you're dealing with that. And we talked about that. And it was something to do with like daddy issues. As one way of putting it. It was something to do with you think you're kind of dealing with this stuff on a one-to-one relationship level, but actually you're also healing stuff that goes back to relationship with your father at the same time. And that was a personal message for me that I got like yesterday or the day before. And then we had a really powerful divine duality discussion where we were talking a lot about our relationships with our fathers and our grandfathers and our sacred role models in our life. And, you know, there's a lot of passionate power coming around with Jupiter and Saturn at the moment. And Saturn is so much to do with karma. And I fully believe that our relationships bear a strong mirror ball effect with our family experiences. Then we're not just playing out the same role that our parents did in their lives or their relationships, but we are taking bits of that and we are incorporating it into our own story and then transmuting it into what we are doing as human beings with other individuals. So for me, that makes me now think of kind of healing generational wounds. There's this side, you know, if it's all as above, so below, then actually, you know, this idea of the curse coming up. You know, curses are things that last a really, really long time. They last through families, they last through generations, they last through storytelling. And this idea that within the one lifetime, we can create healing from one thing, like a relationship. And as a byproduct, we do healing on our own relationship with our parents, so a generation back. This is really interesting because this makes me feel like healing that we're doing now in the 3D is actually having healing effects in the 5D on our generational ancestral wounds that needed healing. So there's a lot of this mirroring energy. And every time we kind of take a step forward into that darkness, if you like, we spread the light behind us even further, which I'm really liking how that came through me. That felt really nice as a sentence, as an idea, as a concept. There's a lot of 2s represented here. And we've got 2 4s. We've got the 9 and the 10. We've got 2 princesses. We've got a 5, which represents change, transition, transformation. So there's a lot of transformation here. The strength to hold on, the peace and tranquility to go within and hear those messages properly. Really feel the messages coming through. Don't just be a mental witness to them, but really feel what's coming through. And if it's not for you, then let it go. Don't hold on to stuff that isn't for you. But recognize that you're at the end of a cycle. And this new beginning, this new exciting beginning that you're stepping out onto is right at your fingertips. So to have a 10 and a 1 we've got another 10 here in the witness. So for me, this is coming through as the witness, the observer of our own inner psyche, our own infinite intelligence, our own intuition. Be that witness. Be that observer. Take that third eye view, that third person perspective view. Be grateful for everything you've come through, but walk boldly off the cliff now, because it's time to take a leap of faith. You've got all the strength around you, and you're the only one that can play witness to this journey, really. No matter how much you talk about it, no matter how much you speak to other people or connect with other people or do tarot readings, there's no one that will ever be a witness to your experience like you are. And no one can ever take that away from you. But they can influence your perspective of who you are. That's what the Matrix power is, that it can influence you. And I've just literally stopped watching this, just finished watching The Social Dilemma. There are a lot of things that can influence how we think, influence how we feel, which will influence our behavior. But there is an inner sanctuary that only you can influence. Yeah, your mind can be hijacked by a million things, but this isn't your mind. This is a step above. This is your higher self, your higher mind, your future self, your intuition. And I had another reference there. Your inner child. And this is your lower chakras as well. Your animal instincts. We had strength. So I feel that there's a lot of energy of saying to us we need to detach from the mental side, the logical, linear, everything's got to be a certain way, everything's got to be in a box. That Virgo mentality, and just be free. Just go like free, like the child. That Aquarian nature. The age of Aquarius is coming. We're in it. We are it. We're bringing it in. We're calling it in. And this is the age of enlightenment. And this is the age of returning to being a child. This is the age of returning to be the inner child. We're finding the inner child, and we're finding her spirit guide or his spirit guide. And we're letting them run free. And that's the flow. And that's the beauty way. So I hope that that was a lovely little 28 minutes for you. And I send you my love, my light, my healing energy. Namaste, spirit family. Until next time.